Hello guys, it'll only be a suggestion vid today because I am too sick to make an Exploiters 1. They will be back, that's all. Enjoy.
Cosmic Path, Dark Matter. Your mantras turn purple in hue with stars shimmering in and out. Sort of like a cosmic-based shadow cast path with boss raid potential. I really fucking want this. That sounds beautiful. Trades out all Ether Steel, although Shadow Hero Blade / Grip Blade can still add 1 stack per critical / running attack. Solar turns dark purple in color. Oh, why? Supernova procs do not daze, neither do they bypass pen, although they are larger than detonation procs, for example. Let me know your opinions on balancing issue. Might revise this with a different approach, focusing more so around replacing Black Hole and Sightless Still as talents and focusing more on that kind of stuff. The first talent, Cosmic Path, Dark Matter. Instead of draining ether, your mantras now apply supernova stacks, where at max stats it explodes and robs people their health. Yes, more stack talents. Please add more we have, what, Surge? Iron Sing?
I mean, yeah, I was going to say, this is literally Surge, but Shadow.
Crushing Pressure. After Supernova procs rob anyone nearby of a small portion of their tempo. I think Shadow still does more. Cosmic Radiation. When people attempt to hit you in Dark Rift, release a small amount of gamma radiation, lowering ether regeneration and doing slight damage. All-enveloping Space. Whenever Supernova procs, rocks begin to float around the person. Hit after a second, the rocks will all attempt to crush your opponent. Based, but as a talent, that's terrifying. Collateral Collapse. When Supernova procs, a timer plays on anyone nearby, after which they explode in a Supernova 2 30-second cooldown. I like it, but it doesn't have its gimmick. Like, you made it not do ether steel, but then what does it do?
Yeah. And it's like,
Explodes.
a lot of the talents kind of just reintroduce shadow shit that already existed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? After Supernova procs rob people from tempo, or for the tempo. That's what happens with Shadow anyway.
Yeah, I love the...
You know what I mean? With Devour or whatever it is, you steal tempo default. So I don't see why it's like...
I mean, I think it's cool. I like that we're getting more enchant color changes with Solar, because it makes sense. If it's a cosmic path, then you change Solar, which is the other cosmic enchant. But I don't quite like how they've performed this. It relies... You already have Shadow, which is like already a boss raid kind of achievement as is. And then you're just making it more boss raidy by giving it damage instead of ether proc, by just like that's just horrifying.
Very horrifying.
Yeah, like I like the idea because I do want something to happen to Shadow eventually. You know what I mean? All these new things are getting a path. Shadow only has Sightless Still and Black Hole, which don't really qualify.
It's getting its path now with Shadow Flame.
Oh yeah,
that's what I mean. And like, I like this idea, but
I don't think this is the way.
I really like the rocks though, like the twist on kind of turning it into gravity magic, kind of, rather than shadow magic.
Yeah,
that sounds cool.
Like Reversal Spark, Illusionary Counter, Copy Mantras.
Copy mantras? That actually sounds kind of sick. But then, what's the scaling? Are you copying the level 5 of it? If so, give me that Eclipse kick.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like that has some slightly broken applications.
I still like it. Like, you get to use it one time. That sounds really cool.
Yeah, no, it's very cool. I like it. Don't get me wrong. It just, I don't know. I feel like it would work very jankily and would cause a lot of problems.
Yeah, I think as a counter, you shouldn't be able to fully deflect someone's mantra right back at them.
I was thinking more like
projectiles. Yeah.
I was thinking more like you use it on them. Then you just like save a iteration of their mantra, and then you just get to use it whenever you want.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm completely lost.
Like you use it on them, and then you just have the mantra, and if you use it once, it goes away.
Yeah. Instead of counters, is replaced with whatever mantra you countered, so you can re-release it at a time of your choosing, instead of it being just all counter, like omnipotent, kill people.
Dumb.
I like that, but at the same time, janky, and I'm not sure how useful it would actually be.
Like, what if 2 mantras hit you at the same time? Do you just fucking die?
Bro, what if you copied like another mantra that you already have?
Then you just have that guy's mantra.
It's just useless.
Not really, because you get a one-use time of it that can be casted at any point.
No, because it's gonna
If you
share.
say like
It's gonna share cooldowns because of how the
make-
game
Oh
works.
yeah.
you can just make it ignore that though, as a illusionary servant's bonus thing. You know what I mean? It ignores shared cooldowns
I think it could be implemented. I'd like it.
because
Next one.
Vision Shaper, you're meant to fuck with people's heads.
Yeah, I think it's a cool concept, but like, I think it'd be hard to implement. But definitely something that should be implemented eventually.
Next one. Yeah, next one. Let people remove items from the hippocampi pool. Hippocampi?
I never realized what it was called.
Yeah, it's a horrible name actually. What the hell? Anyway, as I was saying, this is a quality of life thing, and for the people with legendary weapons who forget they have them, this is really helpful.
Bro,
I mean-
I would always pass down my most important item first. There's no way.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
Yeah.
it does ask
We say
you,
it
like,
again.
2 times before you pass a legendary down into the pool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like it's not exactly they don't give you chances to go back on the option.
Yeah, I was about to say it's kind of your fault that you didn't remember to check or do remember or anything like that to put it in the first place.
Next.
Yep.
What the fuck? Okay, flaw.
Picky eater.
Picky. 1 point. You're a picky eater and especially don't like vegetables. You can only eat meat and generic foods. Carnivore is 75% less effective. Corpses aren't very appetizing. Why not? Can be combined with vegetarian to limit you to generic foods. Broccoli barf. What the fuck? There's no broccoli in Deepwoken. The fuck would
I
you
don't
eat?
think he likes broccoli.
No one's
I think
gonna
it's
pick
just, like,
this flaw.
repressed childhood trauma.
Food is
Oh,
the worst thing when you don't have carnivore.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think anyone would take something that just actively
If I got this from trial,
hits on one of the most useful talents in the game. You know what I mean?
yeah, if I got this from Friend Order, I'm wiping. Just like when I got simple
yeah,
before.
exactly. Well, simple's not as bad.
I fucking hate it.
well, it seems kind of useless.
It is useless. As
mean,
a
like,
flaw, it's
it's-
still bad.
I mean, like, as a flaw, it seems like sure, but I don't think we need to add more flaws to the game.
Give Duke some unique Gale-based gauntlets that are also Golem themed. I mean, be a
Based.
cool little thing. As long as we could get him as a weapon.
I want them.
Yeah, I mean anything fist.
Make
right
golem
up my
weapons
alley.
for everyone. I mean,
Yeah, I mean it
golem
would make
rapier.
sense to have that.
Yeah, it makes sense, but at the same time, yeah, I don't know where I was going with that actually.
Yeah, there
Never
is no
mind.
but at the same time it's cool as fuck. That's all there is to it.
Yeah. It's
No,
cool.
imagine fucking grabbing a dude by the throat and like Iron Man, you know, his repulsor beams in his hands.
Yeah.
And you start firing that shit into their
My
stomach while you've got
lord.
them in a chokehold. Badass, man. Badass.
Make the hive teleporters indestructible. What the hell is this?
I didn't even
Again?
know you could break those. I'm gonna start fucking over people's days now.
Skill issue.
This is beautiful. Holy, I never knew this was a thing.
But it only
What else
breaks
can
for
you
like
also
5
destroy?
minutes. Just wait 5
Oh.
minutes.
I swear there's something
What if
else
I'm
you
still
can just
waiting
break
there,
and
though?
it fucks everyone over.
Like finally, I get to go to Etris,
Yeah.
and then some dude just jumps down from a ledge. Not anymore.
Yeah, it makes sense that you can't break them, but they're only gone for like 5 minutes. It's not a big deal.
Just log.
Trial one, okay. Make trial of one unequip items instead of deleting them. No way, I just lost a god roll helmet because of this shit.
El Bozo.
I mean,
Skill
it literally
issue.
says strip of your things, fight like this. If you put them on beforehand, like before the trial starts, and you realize, oh shit, my helmet's on, you can leave. You can straight up leave the trial room
Yeah.
and let power one and re-enter it. So it's not a
And
big deal.
If
I
may
can't really
add
drop the
something-
helmet, but he can just put the helmet in his inventory. Oh, it's because he put
Bro.
on the helmet as soon as he wiped. That's not a good idea. You just shouldn't have done that.
Like, I don't know.
You put it in your
My
inventory and it
opinion
won't
is
go away.
Yeah,
We've
exactly.
known that Trial of One deletes your shit since day one. You know, I don't think there's ever been a time where I don't remember it doing that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Skill issue.
It is skill issue. Yeah, it's like you've done this for years, probably, pal. Like, surely you'd know by now.
This next guy's clearly never played a Pokemon game where you catch a god and they're like, oh, neat, cool. Antiquarian should act surprised when you sell or try to sell a legendary weapon. You cannot tell me that Antiquarian is just going to sit there and watch me sell a curved without being at least a little shocked.
He didn't
Yeah,
he's seen a lot of stuff in his time.
yeah. I was about to say, at this point, he must have seen like at least a couple hundred.
Bro's not even
Yeah,
real.
he's like, I thought these things were legendary. Yeah, just throws it in the bin. Who cares about it? You know what I mean? I know I've
It's like
sold
that-
at least 2 terms. So
It's like that one scene from Loki when he realizes
But
there's
could
like
we fit
500 Infinity Stones just in the lockers.
Paperweight.
yeah. Traveling in Deepwoken is a bit of a pain. ... Here's how to fix it. Seriously, whether it's trying to quickly go to a gank, level up mantras, or do some odd quests, us veteran players are getting tired of the same old traveling. I guess he kind of cut it off early there. While new players gain nothing for exploring. Let's try to remedy this. In echoes. Make choosing inns a echo like washing your face at Hive, and make it so buying a stay at an inn doesn't remove your spawn at the other.
Oh, that actually sounds
After
sick.
buying an inn, it would become available to all slots, and upon death or reset, all the inns unlocked would be an option to spawn at, and make Song Seeker and mini spawns not lock you out of spawning there. Okay.
Yes, please.
Hive fountains. Add more Hive teleport locations. Sure, I'm down for that. And make them two-way. Simple, but very effective. Lot of suggestions for this. The locations added should be Vigils, Song Seeker, Miner's Landing, and potentially Mini. Also, remove the Power 10 requirement when the player has either a B rank or above, or just in general when all are unlocked. I'm not quite sure what they mean by that, or if you've done it in the past, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. Sailing. I will do everything in my power not to sail. Very true. That's why I go Jet Striker on every build these days, because I just want to go around places very fast, you know what I mean? And if I can skip sailing, it's a dub. Call me a landlubber. It's in my blood at this point. Let's summon our boat in water and give a clear UI indicator for when sails are aligned. Make sea monsters less annoying, like being able to outsail lionfish, and boost sail speed when aligned sails and... What? This makes no sense. Okay, I'm just going to say how I would. And boost sail speed when not in combat. Also, one of those life weave modifications coming in. Side note, the Ironclad should be way better than it is. Adding a stove or giving it a free Wind Waker tool would be awesome. Speaking of Wind Waker, please make it easier to get and make it so you can see when you've completed the quest with a prompt on your screen.
What the fuck is Wind Waker?
It's a Gale talent you can grab from the guy who sits in front of the fountain at the very entrance of Vigils. It's basically like if you sail with your sails turned in the direction of the wind for like an hour, you get a talent, and it basically lets you spawn like a wind area. You know, where you go fast on the water. You can basically make your boat go like that for 10-20 seconds.
I don't know that.
Anyway, make Link Strider's Gate work across Luminance and make it free regardless of Stardust, only needing it for multiple people. Gliders, new one, ? And the Hoss emote should make it so guild logos and colours apply to them. Lastly, please make Shadow Travel not a C tag. I like that idea with the gliders and the Hoss emote. How cool would that be? We all we win a gank and we just all pose up and we got the Fishman like tattooed on our back. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think that's awesome, but at the same time, everything else he said, I just don't agree with. I don't agree with anything.
I like the in echoes. The in echoes is based like, you know how you have options to spawn like Void Walker and then somewhere else. I want it to be all the shit I've unlocked.
The in echoes, sure, that's okay, but everything with the high fountains and the sailing, I just don't think that's a good choice or a healthy choice for the game at all. Imagine if you could teleport everywhere in the game. What would be the point of like actually going anywhere or exploring? Like, you wouldn't end up exploring anything or even meeting events because you just go from one place to another at just a moment's notice.
I mean,
same thing with sailing. Why are you able to outspeed a lionfish? That defeats the whole purpose of having lionfish even in the water. Like, you might as well just remove the lionfish in the water at that point if you're just gonna outspeed them.
Yeah, not outspeed the lionfish, but for like quality of life things for players that have been playing for like more than a year. Please, I'm so tired. I also lag in my boats now, so it moves like half the speed.
Yeah, I think the in echoes, sure, that makes.
I can just reset and pop up anywhere, basically.
Let me reset to all of the in locations that if you've got them, that makes That's not a bad choice. But the hive fountain locations.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be two-way. It's one way for a reason.
Yeah, it's way too much, way too fast for getting around. Sailing.
One idea to speed things up without completely breaking the game in two, in a way. It could be if you have an inn, or when you have like two inns, you unlock like taxis kind of, and you can go down to the docks and you can pay the ferrymaster like 100 notes, and you'll just hop in a boat of his, and after like 15 seconds you'll appear at the location you need to be. But it only works in between the cities that have inns on them. You know what I mean? Because it'd cut out a lot of travel, but you wouldn't be missing all the essential stuff on the routes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I also think where it says that you can spawn boats in water, hell no.
No chance. Ganks would make me want to kill myself.
Oh, yeah, fuck that.
Mid-gank, someone just pulls out the ironclad in the middle of the ocean.
Making it so you can shoot cannons while driving was the worst update they've ever made.
No, I like fucking beautiful.
No,
do you know the amount of Freshies days I've ruined with that?
I mean, yeah, but in ganks, just one guy in a boat. It's ridiculous. It doesn't make sense, too. It makes no sense how you're shooting that damn cannon.
With ether, obviously.
It doesn't take either.
Yeah.
Okay, remove filters on the slot names. Nobody is seeing this but you. What are you typing as your names? And no, they can't do that. That is not in their, jurisdiction.
That's Roblox.
Yeah. The contractor string should be dyeable. The Dawnwalker thing at your head should be dyeable.
Okay,
Not Dawnwalker, but definitely contractor.
Yeah, Dawnwalker is a no, and I think contractor's kind of a no as well. Okay,
I think this is pretty much a given now. So I think it's kind of a dead giveaway with all of the other ones that are dyeable. But yes, I'm pretty sure all of the oath stuff is going to be dyeable. No. We knew this from the Halloween event, because they dyed all of your oaths during the Halloween event. Whenever you got infected by the pumpkins, they all became orange.
Oh.
Now they released the Silent Heart, and what else was it? It's for Silent Heart and Star Kindred. They're gonna start doing it for the other oaths. It's just kind of a given now.
But I don't know, man. In my head, Dawnwalker can't be anything else.
Yeah,
but a literal fucking lamp on your head.
I mean, it can be a green lamp. It can be a red lamp.
But then it has to change your eye color as well. I also don't like that we can't dye our eye color. I hate when oaths change my color when I'm trying make a specified build.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know, the contractor ones, I feel like it'd just piss me off if I saw someone run up and judge me with fucking silly string. You know what I mean? Like,
that sounds hilarious.
I would just be annoyed. It would just make me angry.
That's what I want that now. I really want, I want pink contract. Oh my god.
Bro, Spider-Man.
Turn it white.
Oh, I love
Turn it white.
You're gonna give me the ability to shoot
Spider-Man.
Robot Race. Original design by Pseudomesh. First art contest winner. Each variant is based on a faction. The variants included are Hive, Ignition, Diver, Ministry, and Authority. It is an obtainable race that you get by being hero reputation with Ignition Union and talking to Carrion after giving him all the monster materials. He will give you an unreadable book named Carrion's Notes, or something along those lines, and giving it to a specific dude in the Carriot Spire will make him study how Carrion makes his experiments, and will then ask you to be his test subject. The experiment will wipe you and give you the race on the current slot. To unlock other variants, give the book to every faction that you want the variant for before accepting being a subject. Passives of the race. Innate Union Hook, which is fine, I think, and innate spawn armor that improves with your level.
I mean, depending on how good this race armor is, it would invalidate all other races.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna say it'd be Black Diver, no?
We can just remove the passives. We can remove the wiping feature. We can remove all of that.
Just make it armor.
It's still the best feature that this game has ever seen. Holy shit. This is what the game needs. You can, after you have maxed a build, content you can farm for.
Yes, that's
End
not
game content.
That's not unlocking just
Holy
Karita or
shit.
like no. What's the Duke's Fist style? Fuck unlocking that. Fuck that. I've never done it. I'm not gonna do it.
Oh my
It's
god.
easy.
I fucking hate it. Personally, like shit like Hero Blades. I really just want Hero Blades to be something I can equip at a low level that will level up with me as I get more element. Because I'm tired of getting to 75 on a build I've been working on for years to actually then get a weapon. Which is why I don't make Hero Blade builds.
No.
Please no.
Why not?
Just never add anything to Hero Blades. I'm
They're
sorry,
adding a
but
Hero
never.
Blade oath. We're fucked.
Yeah,
GG.
and I'm hoping that oath stops randoms from taking the Hero Blade.
Yeah, I think. Okay, what I also talked about with Beef and the guild, I hope that the Hero Blade Oath is the only way you can use a Hero Blade. Like, you can't use a Hero Blade unless you have the Hero Blade Oath. Because that would make mage builds, it would gut them to the ground. People would be so happy. But
Our quarter ice Hero Blade,
you can't
gone.
do that.
It doesn't exist.
You can't just delete
Our
people's
ice Hero Blade is
builds.
gone.
You can't just.
But it wouldn't delete their builds. They just have an unobtainable build.
Oh.
It wouldn't delete their builds.
But also,
Max, I'll still wipe it.
I've seen it. I've seen the image of the shit. It looks like it's going to be some Terraria bullshit. I feel like I'm going to get my ass beat.
It looks like the summon you get off the butterfly. The butterfly
I'm gonna
woman.
cry.
Yeah, when you kill her in daytime.
It's Terra Prisma.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
I don't wanna be running away from some guy fucking getting the fucking Terraria summons to beat my ass. I don't wanna be the Moon Lord. I don't wanna be Moon Lord.
No, someone's gonna go fucking gold with that too, and they're just gonna have a bunch of fucking swords around them.
Bro, I don't wanna be fighting against the Sword Master, please.
Okay, next one.
disgusting you even referred to a mage build as the Swordmaster. Ugh. Sorry.
I guess I'll read it. Ties and bow ties as neck equipment would be snazzy. Yeah. Makima
I
build.
have it, but they are only available for mods.
The dude clearly isn't on the eager tradesman tag. That's all I'm gonna say.
Does not know how to make drip.
I've been bow tied up since day one, bro. Like, but yeah, no, just more like kind of little things to add to your fit, which will make it nicer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ties, bow ties.
More customization will make the game look better in the end.
People love drip. If you make more drip, more people will come and make builds. Drip actually stops me from playing this game sometimes when I sit there for like 2 hours.
I know people
as
that
a clothing shop. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's too much like that's too much like,
I like the grind
soul
for
eats. What the fuck am I trying to say? The Bleach
I
game.
like the fact. I know that there are people that only play the game for drip purposes.
Same, but I want a build that looks drippy and does good, like my pumpkin lord.
Yeah, I've done like everything in the game that can be done pretty much. It's just like
grip
only thing
freshies.
left now is to
kill freshies.
Kill freshies, take ass, and look good while doing it.
The GIF? Okay.
You can read it if you want.
Oh, this.
Beef.
Oh yeah, it's Witheralds. I get it now.
God damn!
I knew it.
That looks hype as fuck. Cold feet, 2 stars. Imbue your legs with ice and kick your opponent skyward, landing a kicking barrage and flourishing them. The opponent gets hard stunned similar to Rising Wind when hit by the initial kick. Yeah, I mean, looking at the GIF, that shit's beautiful.
If I get hit by something so sexy, I won't be pissed that it's a fucking Grand Suda Arc Water.
Oh.
That's just beautiful, man.
That'd be, yeah, just give me that.
Low key,
Yes, please.
Ice just Karita only mantra.
Though it looks so weird.
I'd actually fuck with that.
Because like, Loki, looking at this, what I'm seeing here, you know, I've always talked about those fist reworks where you add in shit that chains in the middle or just extends fists out into a longer form of doing something.
Yeah.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. Some kind of flashy finisher that I can drop on the end and it just does shit and it just looks cool and it makes me feel like I'm doing something special instead of just using a shit mace.
They just get rid of the ice and turn it into a Just Karita mantra.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'd love to see some unique style mantras, you know what I mean?
Okay, next one.
Yeah, it'd be really nice. That my boy Witherald cooked this time. I love the guy.
He did.
Cerulean Knife deserves a unique crit. It's shit, and there's way too many alternatives that are much better than it. Yeah, I think that's a given, but they just aren't working on it yet.
Yeah, it's a mythic weapon. It's a mythic tiered item. They make sense if it would have its own crit.
Oh, they're definitely like, it's definitely like an idea that they will do at some point. They just aren't.
Yeah.
This may seem like a joke suggestion, but genuinely allow us to cook players after killing them. Fried Ganymede will be fire. What the fuck?
What the fuck? We're putting people on the Spitfire?
No shot.
Bro,
He said
that
fried
just sounds
Ganymede.
That is hype. That
That
is
What the fuck?
beautiful.
What the fuck?
Nah, what the fuck is this? I don't... Bro, it's concerning considering all of the races from Deepwoken are like based off of animals as well.
What is Ganymede based off of?
Ganymede's based off of insects.
Fried bug. Oh my
Agrit's based off of
god.
fish. Oh my god.
Oh my fucking god, it continues above. It
Yeah, it does.
continues above. Making Carlia kill the old Etrian man with Carnivore and asking her about the researches will give you the talent to cook players at campfires. Currently, this quest is basically nothing, no knowledge or anything. I think it's still uncaps your charisma.
What?
I'm not sure. It's when you fail your uncapped when you fail the charisma quest, I think. But whatever. Gives max hunger and thirst with tier 1 or tier 2 insanity. Huh? You just get to eat someone, have like piercing will, and just fucking go insane. I don't like this.
That seems kind of funny.
I don't want an animation of me just fucking gnawing down on someone mid-game.
Yeah. I don't want to be... Oh, wait, actually. Wait. Holy shit.
I think me and Mike have just had a
Carnivore
similar
path.
idea.
Carnivore.
Yes!
Carnivore talent path.
Yes!
When you knocked someone, fucking chow down on them.
Yep.
Get a
Instead
buff.
of gripping, you devour them. Yep.
Yeah, instead of gripping, you devour them.
And if you manage
And
to
then you
complete
get a buff.
the devour, you get a buff.
Yeah, you get a buff. when
Yep,
you complete
yep.
the devour. Oh my
Yep,
god.
we had the exact same idea. In my head, I was thinking cannibal path, and I was like, it has to be it. You know what I mean? Or, yeah,
Please.
No, just
Carnivore
cannibal.
path.
and it differs depending on the race. Maybe that's too much, actually. As a rule against suggestion boosting, CCs and others should be held accountable and punished accordingly for this type of behavior. Popular suggestion shouldn't be determined by who has the bigger fan base. It's really unfair because not everyone has a fan base of hundreds of people at their disposal who can drop 200 plus reactions in 5 minutes. Using your fan base to promote brain rot suggestions like this shouldn't be allowed, considering it straight up undermines the efforts of people who spend time and effort on their suggestions trying to get them validated.
But all he
I mean-
asked for was his name. Also, it's suggestions. It's not that serious. Devs read it and then they decide if they want it or not. It doesn't matter how big the number is, as long as
Yeah.
it gets in popular suggestions.
But at the end, it's also just good to say, like, yeah, you know what, maybe you shouldn't be able to just get your whole fucking community to do for it. They still will. You won't be able to stop
He
it.
can't.
But I can understand his point, because it just kind of feels unfair to an extent. Like,
Yeah.
I can get along with it, because it's like, you know, say if he makes the same suggestion as Inu or a similar one, and then Inu just gets his thingy to his fan base to vote his suggestion instead of that guy's, Inu's going to get
It's
the one
not
that
like
gets
a
the credit. Shit like
contest or
that.
anything,
It's
though.
probably not going to happen, you know, but I can see his point.
Maybe if he like floods it though. If he starts flooding the chat, then he might get his role taken. But
I don't know. I don't think it's not a huge problem either.
Just keep grinding, noob. We'll all get what we want one day
Grinding.
if we try hard enough.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Let me put him on my shoulder as equipment or something. I want to take him to fight Therion with me. Based, yes. I'll pay Robux for this. I'll pay like 200.
Yeah,
I
I'd
can't-
pay Robux
I'd
for
pay
it as
Robux.
well.
Wait! I can't wait to thunder
Also
him
one
into an
minute.
Etherion ult. I will grab him off my shoulder
No,
like I'm a fucking moundsman at a baseball game.
no.
I am the best that's ever been seen, and I am screwballing that shit dead into Etherion's ult. I do not care.
No.
I would be the happiest man alive. He would say that stupid fucking soft taco cappy pasta that everyone talks about. Like, I don't care about the soft tacos, man. Get off my
passed
screen.
away.
Yeah. He would say some shit like that, and he would still succeed in pissing me off, even though I've killed him. You know what I
hope they
mean?
make him bigger next April Fools.
I'm not sure if he'll come back next.
He probably
cycle
won't.
for Fools.
They should turn us into
been
mud
different every
skippers
year.
and do that and add something else.
No, I think he will come back, but in a different form. I don't think it'll be the Coral Fever, because he is way too marketable right now.
They're gonna make a new marketable one?
There's no...
Squibbo?
Squibbo! Oh my god! Holy shit!
There's a chance to spawn a Squibbo near you every time he speaks.
Oh my god. Instead of every time a Squibbo hits you or parries you, it drops a voice line shit talking you.
You suck. Missed.
I'm not having
He
like
just shit talks you every time you miss a parry. Okay, add Sharko Race to the game. Variants Alpha,
I knew it
Pale,
was that
Prisma, Mecha. Passive, immune to acid stuff plus high stealth with some monsters like Sharko, Bounders, and Threshers, but have negative stealth with some monsters like Golem, Crisp People, and Stone Knights. Lore may be a Carrion experiment or just people that have avowed Sharkos. Based.
Or hear me out. They are the people left over from the fucking Coral Fever. That's Coral Fever.
That's when the shit got worse.
Exactly.
bro, the shit's just
If you watched this far, thank you, and subscribe for more.